Nicole, big day. What's today?
Today it's race, that's simulation, intensity, pace session. So we're gonna be out there for around 6 hours. 4.5 on the bike, and then 1.5, 2 hours on the run. These guys hate to stop the session if they don't feel good, so I guess we're gonna do the whole thing 6.5 hours.
I always feel good.
Lionel, how you feeling ahead of the big day?
Well, if this goes poorly, book my flight back home tomorrow. So, let's make or break.
So it's my job to make sure he's doing what's planned and within his limitations.
Do that.
No, it's not.
Full session is we'll ride like most of the course, just skip the part in town, doing approximately 3 times 70 minutes efforts at race pace. Take lactate every time, see what's going on under the hood at race pace. Have the core sensor on, heart rate sensor on, collecting as much data as we possibly can. And then as well, we got the weather vane to monitor all of that. And then run off the bike immediately, 3 by 25 minutes. We're starting pretty well at the time the race is occurring. I had a little DI2 failure, which we had to charge up. So we're starting about 20 minutes later, but anyhow it'll be occurring right during race conditions. And then we'll get lactate on each of those 25 minuters at not necessarily race pace, but at trying to hit kind of, you know, an aerobic type effort, LT1 type effort, and understand what's going on as the temperature is rising under the hood, in the core, in the heart rate, in the lactate, etc.
Colin taking a pee.
Vlog day 1, how are you feeling? Well, if you're new to this, these are going to be new daily vlogs. More than likely narrated a lot by myself, only because a lot of times I want to make a lot of content, but Lionel doesn't want to talk to the camera all the time, and I have diarrhea of the mouth, so a lot of it's going to be me narrating. But we're going to update everyone, give them insights into what Lionel's doing every day, kind of just behind the scenes, day in the life. So this is day 1, race simulation. Lionel pretty much said that if he doesn't do good today, he's booking a flight tomorrow to go home. So this is a very important day. We're excited to share the journey with you guys, leading all the way up to the race. So let's hope today goes pretty smooth.
Up, Daddy! Up, Daddy! Up, if you got to go beat up, gotta go beat up. Fucking workout, if I'm being honest with you at the moment. I don't fucking care about this stuff. You have another 2 weeks to figure out. It's like not the time to be testing. Another flat tire!
Stadler hits DEFCON 4.
Another flat! I'm having a bad day.
It's just about doing the workout. Don't think about what's happened. You're still getting the work done. Nothing more, nothing less.
Well, the boys are climbing. It's been lots of flats for Sanders too now. A lot of technical difficulties. I guess not technical, but
No, Colin.
Colin's about to finish his next interval. Sanders is behind him, and we'll get some lactate, hit the turnaround, and roll home.
Someone said these are fake Crocs.
They are fake. This is from Walmart. Time true.
Yeah, someone called you out.
I know it's fake. I'm not rich. Don't get enough prize money. Need to race more.
Athletes gotta do good first.
Yeah, athletes gotta do good, race more, get more prize money so I can buy real Crocs.
290.
290. Perfect.
You want me to stop?
Yep. How's it going?
Swap me.
Oh, business as usual.
What it is?
You think?
Power?
270 with a lot of zeros.
270. And the same effort feeling going down. So 1.8. History.
Can you grab me a water? Just one more. Hi.
But could that be low fuel?
I don't know, I'm still getting like 110. I don't know, I'm still getting like 110. I'm getting like 110.
Okay.
Final.
Rough shape. I'm in rough shape.
Rough?
Correct.
Why? Feelings?
I don't
the
know.
feeling of it?
Unfortunately, I'm
You-
not
you
entirely
think-
sure why.
But wasn't the power okay?
The power was okay.
Yeah. And when you can do this with just like an average feeling, nothing special, that's a good sign, I think. Don't you agree?
I'm not entirely sure.
With the heat. It's really good.
Probably only use
I can bring the car keys and I'll change to cycling clothes. And bring the wheel. Yeah. And we can put this one in our car afterwards.
You want?
I have. Excuse me. Yep.
How you feeling, LS?
Don't ask me how I'm feeling anymore, please. I feel like a complete fucking bag of fucking shit. That's what I feel like. We have another one.
Will it be obvious?
Yep. I can go with you.
It's this one.
That's it for the toilet?
They have
1.4. Are you feeling good enough?
Thank you. I don't know, Coach. What? That's pretty fucking. It's a bit on the extreme end, I would say. Personally.
60%.
What do you think, Coach?
You're the boss. You know what.
I don't know. I'm being honest with you.
What do you don't know?
I don't know anything about fucking Iron Man. In the heat, that's for damn certain.
You ran through Energy Lab today. After 4.5 hour bike ride.
It's a pretty easy game. I'm gonna give myself 2 weeks. shoe pad on the back.
But still, it's a big step forward. 3.6.
What would you like me to do, coach?
You can jog easier for 10 minutes. Want to stop?
Want to stop?
He's going 3 more minutes. That's a minute and a half to go. 5 Does he want the... Oh, they have our car keys?
It's in my bag, I think.
Let's see, I need some... Oh, are wheels already up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Won't be low. 53.4. Too bad.
Laura Jean. 153.4.
Not happy. Or yeah, good.
One rung above.
What?
Thank you.
Good job. Good job.
I mean, that's what we're dealing with here right now. That's what you're observing right now.
Observing what?
Maybe the best guy in the sport in the heat. Certainly on par with Langa, etc. in heat running.
Who is?
Colin. That's what you're training with right now. So, I mean, that's great to witness.
Well, what about the, why isn't it all fairy tales? Why couldn't you be positive today in your training?
You have to remember that I'm an athlete. I'm a competitor. And I've had the dream to, like, I want to win. Like, that is a driving thing. Of course, I want to do my best first and foremost and extract maximum potential out of myself, but I want to win. Like, I want to race to win. And so when you are training with people who are clearly a notch above, then you start to see your deficits. And you start to say, like, well, of course you get sad a little bit. I mean, I've been focusing on this for years. High, and may the cards fall where they fall in St. George. That's what my mind, the athlete, says. But that's a bit of a cop out, you know what I mean? So
you don't want to race?
I would rather race. In training for this now, the next few weeks, I mean, I'm not at the level of Christian and Gustav in middle distance.
That's what I told you also in Tucson. My job is to look past this one session.
Sure.
Because you're just looking at this session all the time. You should look maybe a bit behind, a bit forward, a bit more than you already do maybe. But my job is to see this session, looking at the whole week you did, and 4, 5, 6 weeks up ahead. And if you look at your goal, and what's your athlete goal as an triathlete?
Long term?
What's your goal? Is to win this race.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then it would be completely stupid to go home.
We talked about it in Dallas, right? We asked what your intention was.
Yeah. Well, see,
And you-
now
and
I'm
you
thinking
said-
about that. I am thinking
Right,
about
but
that.
you were
deeply.
very clear about what your intention was at that time,
Sure.
which was you want to win Hawaii. You want to win this race.
So if to win Hawaii,
I'm not taking it off. What I'm saying is, I feel that you're at a big deficit this year. So how do you know?
Yeah.
and how
I
is
will
it better
tell you- hold on.
to do St. George 70 for 3 worlds in learning and development as an
Yeah.
athlete to win Kona next year or in 2 years?
If your goal is to win Kona, you have to do Kona. All right.
Answer.
But then the other thing
It's
is,
been solved.
the other thing is I would say, for me, and this is from my experience, so that's all I can share from my experience. I'd say there were at least 15 guys that had more talent than I did, that were fitter in multiple arenas. And if you were to lay out their training and my training and results from this and results from that and all that stuff, there were 15 guys that were better than me. But I came up to every race I ever did And you can only control what you can control. Circumstances change, situations change, weather changes, they have difficulty. So my goal every time I raced was to push myself as hard as I could, not just to push myself, but to make them crack. That was my approach, because I knew that if I came off the bike, mano-a-mano, I couldn't run with them. So my goal was always to, like, if I can scare Macca or push Crowy to where he has to bike harder, where he can't have the run that he could have, all those things were things in my head, but I can't control any of that. Macca running a mile faster than me for the first 8 miles. If I looked at that, I would give up. And in 09, when the guy came by with the board, the white board with all the time splits, he came up to me at like mile 5 and I said, I don't ever want to see you again. Like, don't show me. Because if I looked at it, it would have changed how I was racing. But all I could control was what I was doing in my run. And yeah, I didn't win, but I got second. But if I allowed circumstances and situation and my mindset to change to what everyone else was doing, I would have finished 12th, 13th, 15th, whatever. So the day is not done until the day is done.